Welcome to the COP TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to the COP TV. How are we all? I wanted to bring in Freestyle DM, aka Doyle, for this match preview for Aston Villa versus Liverpool, and he's here. Look at him in his resplendent glory. How are we doing, fella?
Absolutely sound, lads, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Big month. Happy. Good. I'm very, very good, lads.
Huge month to come. Guys, there's so much to get through. We thought we'd start off with a little bit of a sing-song. Obviously, you guys know that myself and maybe Doyle, hopefully Doyle, are going to be on that stage on Saturday at Box Park, Wembley. And I'm very much looking forward to it. So, guys, if you are around watching the game on Saturday at Wembley, then make sure you come to Box Park, Wembley beforehand, because I tell you what, the vibes are going to be incredible. I don't know if you follow me on Insta. If you go and follow Box Park, Wembley, you can see the kind of madnesses that were happening for the semi-final against Man City when we were there. 3,000 people singing You'll Never Walk Alone. Me on stage, giving it fist pumps, doing a madness. So make sure you get down there because trust me, it's the best atmosphere around town for that one. Let's smash the likes on this one. It's going to be a great video. We're going to speak about Aston Villa versus Liverpool, Mane to Bayern. Who knows, Doyle? It was made public earlier that Bayern Munich want Mane. Also, City signing Haaland. And also Pep, obsessed with Liverpool. We're going to speak about all of this on this video. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go and follow Doyle as well, doing some absolutely amazing content on DR Sports, on his own freestyling channel as well. So go and smash all the likes if you can. But before we get into any of that, I should remind you that a massive thank you for this video to our sponsors, Betmate. Now, if you don't know about Betmate, it's a new partnership we've taken on here, isn't it, Doyle? And we like to offer you deals and really engaging sponsors to give you something back for supporting us so much on the channel. So how it works is you download the app using the link in the description of this video. And again, money to be won, guys, not to be sniffed at. Of course, gamble responsibly, but you deposit £5 and you can win a pot of £500, all by picking players for the game. And then I've showed you my team here. I've gone with Alisson in goal. So it actually relates to how the players do in real life. It's very similar to fantasy football, but you're in a league with your other mates and the COP TV viewers. And you actually get more points if you make tackles and interceptions, Doyle. So that's why I've gone for Dina at the back. You actually get 1.5 times points if it's the vice captain and 2 times your points if you are the captain. So I've gone with an Aston Villa defender just because, Doyle, I know he's going to make a lot of tackles and interceptions. I'm playing smart.
Yeah, especially when he's on the wing against Mo Salah, lad. Of course, he's going to be, them balls are going to be flying into him. Smart move, that, Gilly kid. Smart.
Thank you, mate. Also got Virgil van Dijk, obviously. I've got Thiago and Coutinho there, who, if there is one player that knows how to play against Liverpool, it might as well be Coutinho. I've got him as a vice captain. And again, Doyle, picking 2 Villa players just to cover myself in case anything bad happens.
Yeah, of course, innit? You need to, lad. Got to be fair and all that. Plus, you are right with your decision-making there. Digny is definitely going to be intercepting. Coutinho definitely knows how to score a goal. Maybe Ollie Watkins could have slipped in there, but with Mane and Salah and Jota, it's pretty difficult to pick other than them, isn't it? So, see your decision-making, lad. I see it.
Yeah, no, it's clever. And you can see my bench as well on the actual app. So again, if you use this link in the description of this video and download Betmate through that link, you'll find the leaderboard. You put your team in, and then as the game is happening up to 5 minutes before, you can change your team. So that's the team I've gone for. Like you said, though, I've got Ings, I've got Watkins on the bench as well. I'm covering myself just in case something happens. But massive shout out to Betmate for this. I actually had to buy a Newcastle shirt last week, or you would have seen when I lost my Betmate forfeit last time to Matty Renton. So I wasn't too happy about that, if I'm honest with you. But hopefully better things this week and a big Betmate pot for the lot of you guys. So get involved, guys. It's a massive pot. Please get involved and support the channel. Right, Doyle, let's talk about the game tomorrow night, Villa Park. Let me give you some stats before you get into it. So the last 7 out of 8 meetings at Villa Park.
Don't say that when you say Aston Villa, lad.
We've won. We've won them. Can you tell me the one that we haven't won?
Yes, I can. And
What was the score in that
we
one?
know, we know. That's why I said don't say 7 and Aston Villa, lad.
Yeah.
Give me trauma responses, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was with you that day that we lost 7-2, sorry, to Aston Villa away last season. Complete freak result. It's actually funny because I remember me and you were in the pub after we played football, and these kids came over to us, and when they wanted a picture, they were saying, "Oh, we watched the Cop TV. Yeah, let's get a little picture of me and you." So we were buzzing, and then we get home and we lose 7-2. That's what humbling is, I think.
Yeah, we absolutely got. And you know what was funny about it as well? That was the game that Tottenham beat United like 6-2 or 6-1, something like that. And we were laughing our heads off at United. Then got home and got absolutely smoked, lad, didn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't great. But listen,
No.
we're going to have to do a bit better than that this year. We did play them, of course, in the FA Cup last year at Villa Park as well. They had all the kids out, didn't they? But we have to kind of remove this legacy of this 7-2 as the last result there. That's got to be overturned as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
So many, side stories to this game. On the Liverpool side of things, you've got us still going for the title. There is still hope. You've seen Jurgen say in his press conference today that if you're not going to believe in the team, then don't bother coming to the last few games. He needs all the support we can get. We can still win the league. Got the FA Cup, the Champions League. That's our side. On their side, they're in a decent little bit of run of form. 2 wins in a row. Ings is scoring again. Watkins is scoring again. They've got a former Liverpool player in Coutinho that left the club in horrible circumstances. How will he get? Will he get booed? Will he get cheered by the away fans? And of course, their manager Stevie G, former Liverpool legend, captain, best player of all time. So there's a lot of, and obviously they're playing Man City as well, Doyle. So there's a lot of stories here. What's your kind of view on it before the game kicks off?
It's a grand old tale, isn't it, lad? Imagine if Gerrard beat us. Imagine if that happened and he stopped us winning the league. Wouldn't that just be funny about it? Like, you never know.
Not really
he
funny.
Could beat us. Yeah, it'd be funny in an ironic way, lad.
Yeah.
You never know, lads. Villa are a good footballing team, lad. They are. And they've been in a good reign of form recently. And the way we've been beaten the last... Well, we didn't get beat, lad, but we drew, didn't we, lad? The way we drew that last game, it might deflate us, bro. It might do going into this game. We're playing game after game after game after game after game as well. That's something else. Like, we had a game on Saturday and we got another game Tuesday. Then we got another one on Saturday. It's ridiculous how many games these guys are actually playing. I'm not actually looking forward to this tie, lad. I'm really not. I just feel like the Premier League's been a bit deflated now, and I definitely believe there's mathematically it's all possible, lad. Yeah, it is. But just got to get through these fixes, haven't we?
Yeah, and at this stage of the season, when there's so much to fight for, they just become horrible to watch in a way.
Yeah, they do.
There's so much on it. I mean, we watched the Tottenham game at the weekend. We weren't happy with the result, obviously. And you mentioned there that this could affect us going into this game. Or is it the type of game where Klopp really puts a rocket up all the players and says, right, go and win the Premier League, or do everything you can in your power to make sure that you're there or thereabouts to do so? And then we hope, all we can do is hope that City will drop points. But all we can do on our side is win these games. And I think under the lights at Villa Park, I don't know, it might bring something out in us.
Villa Park is a beautiful, beautiful stadium, by the way. I actually haven't been.
Surrounding areas aren't great, I'll tell you that.
I haven't been to Aston Villa Stadium, and it's a shame that I haven't. But I've watched a few videos on it, and it looks beautiful. It's got stained glass windows in the stadium and that, lad. It looks like a football heritage ground. It really does. But yeah, Villa, lad, is not an easy side. Like, they beat us 7-2. That's going to traumatise us for the rest of our lives. I doubt that'll happen again. I mean, touch wood. Hopefully not. Yeah. But what the main thing for me right now is concentrating on the FA Cup on Saturday, yeah? And that means getting a win tomorrow to have the momentum going into Saturday. Not necessarily the Prem, just getting that momentum, build that momentum back up again, because we've got some massive, massive games coming up. Literally got 2 finals and then 3 other finals in the Premier League, you know. This is not going to be an easy game, lad, and I'm not going to be an easy month for Liverpool fans, because, oh my days, my heart, your heart, our hearts, lad, are going to take beatings. We just need to come away with something, lad. We need to come away with something.
Yeah, absolutely. Be up to Diego. Please hit a like as you enter the live stream.
Legend.
We've got some great comments here as well from Captain Sal, as always. Damn, bro, you craving a burger at Jurgen's? Yeah, as always. You love to talk about burgers at Jurgen's, drunk Vigo, don't you? Big up. Sal Mane, get Mbappe. Yeah, I'm down. We will speak about this in a little bit. We owe Villa big time away just for that score alone last season. I was actually at the 2012-2013 season game at Aston Villa, and we won. I think it was 2-1. Henderson.
Good 10 years ago, that.
Henderson scored and Gerrard scored a pen. And we were in that black and grey Warrior kit. Do you remember that?
I remember, lads, yeah. Why did Gerrard have to wear them kits, lad? And you know who else? Poor Luis Suarez, lad.
Yeah.
Luis Suarez, I mean, he's not the best person in the world, so I shouldn't say poor Luis Suarez. But during his time, he wore the worst kits as well. He's another one that suffered with that. So, we've been through a lot to be where we are right now, lad. Absolutely a lot.
Big up to Channing, who says Gerrard deep down wants us to win.
He won't set up to lose,
I don't know. It's difficult to read him. He doesn't give much away. He's a natural-born
competitor, lad. He wants to win. He's not going to want to lose his job in Aston Villa, either is he? This is a big game for them. His owners are going to be looking at this game like he best put it in, needs to put a shift in, and he will. It's not going to be an easy game. None of these are. They're fighting. Are they looking for Europe or not?
They are. Well, yeah. It's one of them where they could potentially slip out of the race, if I'm honest.
I don't know what points they're actually on at the moment.
Aston Villa, right?
Yeah.
No, they're like 16
for us. Yeah. I'm sorry. I think I was thinking about Wolves. I think.
No, they're not 16th. Sorry, they're about 13th. I'd say.
What I'm hoping is tomorrow they're not gonna play the socks off just simply because they've got not much to fight for. They're all going to be fighting for the starting places. I think secret one there that we was talking about, Danny Ings, lads. He's been scoring a few goals recently. He's been on a nice little bit of form himself, so he could score against us. He's got a little debt to pay against us, really, hasn't he?
He probably wants to prove to Liverpool that we shouldn't have sold him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, 2 ex-Liverpool players, lad, and an ex-3. One of them is manager, lad.
Yeah, and Ollie Watkins actually scored 4 goals against Liverpool in all comps last season. 1 at Anfield and a hat-trick at Villa Park.
Brilliant young player. He's got that Ramsey as well.
You've also got Coutinho who can whip in anything from anywhere. So listen, the dangers are there.
Digney doesn't like us either, obviously, because of his days.
And obviously we beat him 4-0 when he was at Barca as well, Coutinho. So he's got reasons to play well against Liverpool. Do you think that all of that combined, plus their strong midfield of Jacob Ramsey, we've seen him score goals, Buendia's back in the assist now. You've got what's his name, Douglas Luiz. You've got Ramsey. Are you scared at all that this could be a really difficult game, considering the kind of talents that they've got there?
I'm scared because it's one of the last games of the season, and we need to push on to win the league. Definitely, they're going to pose a threat, and they always do. They're a fantastic team. Dean Smith done a great job with them, and Gerrard's carrying on right now. I'm definitely scared, lad. I'm scared to play Newcastle. I'm scared to play Tottenham. All of these games are scary at the moment. You're playing Premier League sides, and anything can happen. Just watch. I know Man United have a really poor season. Yeah, they've had a terrible season.
Worst ever Premier League season.
I know. But Brighton just beat them 4-0, and then Brighton also got a result against us. I can't remember who else they got. We've been getting results all season. It's the league that we play in is riddled with quality, lad, all over it. So much quality. So yeah, I'm worried about this game. Hell yeah, I'm worried, bro. It's not an easy game, and it's at their ground. Like I said, Villa's a grand old stadium, lad. Like this got proper support there. They're going to be right behind their players and expecting a lot from them as well, especially because Gerrard and that. So yeah, I'm scared, lad.
Big up to Tammy. Says end of the season is the scariest ever this year, more than ever.
More than ever, lad.
Not over until the big bird sings. Yes, lads, how are we? Very well, thank you. Apparently, Jacob Ramsey not playing the game tomorrow, which is actually a good sign, to be honest. That's really nice good player. I'm a big fan of his. Stevie G is too, to be honest. He says he sees a bit of him in himself in that stage of his career. Bailey admitting that we will fall short. However, I won't give up. If he gets them top 10, it will be the first time in 10 years.
Wow. So there's their motivation, lad.
Great stat that from Ant Dicko. Always a great.
It's a good, and do you know what? It's good because it's good. Thanks, Ant, lad, because that's definitely good motivation. And for Gerrard, he's wanting to keep his job, lad. He's wanting to prove I'm here to make the progression in this team. And him finishing in the top 10 after 10 years, like that answer said, then lad, that's massive motivation for him, lad, to really get his team into shape and structure them to beat us. Like, that's proper motivation. That's horrible.
It's not nice, is it?
No.
Massive shout out to William Ricardo Castaño Pulido. Saludos desde Colombia, la tierra de Luis Díaz. Sí, tengo que decir un más gracias a la gente de Colombia para su apoyar entre esta temporada en el canal, y muchísimas gracias a la gente colombiana ahora. Y vamos, Luis Díaz, el Lucho.
Sí.
Yeah. Just basically saying there that massive shout out to, because what we're getting right now, right, is every time Liverpool play and we do a fan cam, everyone is there for Luis Diaz. So the comments I'm reading through at the minute, every single comment is saying "Saludos desde Colombia," health greetings from Colombia. Do you know how many Colombians right now are watching this channel and watching Luis Diaz and trying to get any? So it's amazing. Thank you to all the Colombians that are locked into the COP TV right now. It's incredible. And hopefully I've got a little surprise for you before the end of the season. Hopefully. With a certain Colombian. Yeah, so that's the game. Let's try and do a lineup prediction, Doyle. Alisson obviously in goal. Yeah. Would you go Matip or Konate for this one?
I think he's going to go Matip for this one, to be honest.
I would go Matip as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think he will. Just to get him for the game. For this, I think he's going to start Matip on Saturday as well, lad. So I think he will just want him to get match fit again. Not match fit, but, get up to speed.
Yeah.
Get ready. So, yeah, Matip, I think Robbo and Trent. Don't think he's going to...
Did see Robbo come off the other night at the end for Tsimikas. Would you...
Do you know what?
Anything into that?
I think he might save him.
For the final?
Yeah, you're right. I haven't said that, lad. He did get taken off, and I think that might influence his decision as well. The final, 100%. I think it's going to be Tsimikas who starts.
Okay, interesting. Let us know in the comments. Would you start Robertson or Tsimikas? Me personally, I'd go with Robertson. I'd go with Robertson just because he's the one for me that starts on Saturday, and you want him to be match fit. The ideal situation would be it's comfortable in 65 minutes, then you bring him off and you put Tsimikas on and see what he can do for half an hour. So yeah, I'd agree with you there. I'd go, Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Matip, and I think I mean, me and you, we'd pick Robertson, but I do think Tsimikas will still play, which is I'm fine with because he's a bad man.
Yeah, he's sick.
So should we say Tsimikas left back?
Yeah, man.
All right. In the middle,
Fab will start the game.
Starts, yeah, every
Thiago
game.
Won't.
Do you really think that? So you're going with Keita over Thiago?
He's going to want to save Thiago for the final. Thiago's one of them players that gets little niggles, and you know what I mean. Like he pulls himself. So
let's not forget injured in the warm up for the Carabao Cup.
So I'm saying, lad, I think he's just going to be like, listen, you're getting saved for this final. Yeah. That's what's happening, especially because he missed out on one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely start that. So what you saying, in the middle, Keita, Hendo, and Fab.
Yeah.
Would you be tempted to throw in a Millie or a Curtis or an Ox?
He might even start Millie over Hendo. That's a possibility. I can definitely see that actually. He's going to keep certain players that are a little bit more injury prone away from it because he needs them for Saturday. And I agree with that. I really do. We've got the squad depth to do it now. We've got great squad depth, so do it. And I think up top, lad,
let's agree on the midfield, right? So we've got Fab in there, 100%.
Yeah.
I think he might play Millie, bro.
Yeah, so do I.
So we'll go Fab, Millie, and Keita.
Yeah.
Fab, Millie, and Keita. Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with that? LFC DS says he thinks Curtis Jones starts this one. Tammy says agree with Doyle. Keita to start. Fab, Naby, and Hendo for me, says Glenn. Bailey, midfield of Keita, Hendo, and Fab. Thiago needs a rest. That's what we said apart from Hendo. He said put Million. Scouse African agrees with us. Mark my words, City will lose a game or two. Only the hunger will show Liverpool for the taking. Nick agrees with us as well. And then what are we saying? The cop fellas up top?
Yes, lovely sweatshirt.
On sale now, by the way. You can still go and get them. A lot of people, a lot of orders flying in off the shelves.
A lot of hoodies there.
So Firmino obviously hasn't been involved for a few weeks. He was on the bench in the last game. I would start him in this one. Doyle.
I would
really
like to start him. Yeah, he's just a new fresh face for the lads as well, isn't he? In the team, just considering he's been on for a few weeks. I think I'd start Salah, and I don't think Salah.
1 goal in 12, by the way, Salah.
I know it's probably the worst form he's had at Liverpool. It's mad because he started the season incredible, like
7 goals in 21 after AFCON. 21 goals before that.
It's madness, isn't it? It's actually madness. He must be shattered. That's the only thing I can think.
Mm.
But he will refuse to be benched, lad. Absolutely. Son's 2 goals behind him. He wants to win this Golden Boot, and you know what he's like, lad. He'll want to play.
And do you think Klopp would put Manny back out to the left then after he's been doing so well through the middle?
I think he always plays in the middle, lad. Like basically every game he'll tuck into the middle.
Three, the Klopp fellas.
Yeah.
Manny left, Bobby central, and Mo on the right.
Yeah. Why will he'll enjoy it? That's his natural position. I don't think he'll struggle there or anything. He'll do well. Nothing wrong with it.
So that means on the bench you've got Jota, Diaz, Origi. I mean, we haven't seen Minamino for a long time now. He was our cup guy in the kind of January, February stage, and then bless him, we've just not seen him. I feel bad for Taki actually, but again, when you're fighting on all fronts, you can't really be starting Taki Minamino. With
business end. It's the business end of the season, lad. Do you know what I'd actually like to see? I'd like to see Bobby play with Diaz.
Okay. In terms of what would excite you about that? I mean, I can see it, to be honest. The little link up, the nice
the link up play.
Stuff.
Diaz is one of them players that you can overhit a ball to and he can reach it, lad, because he's that quick and he'll make something of it still. And I just feel like Bobby will enjoy creating things for a player like him, just in the same way that he has for Mane and Salah. He'll find the same type of energy with him, but Luis Diaz brings this whole chaotic Tasmanian devil energy. You know what I mean, lad? He brings this electric energy, so he'll enjoy playing with him. I think just genuinely watching them two together would be beautiful. Thiago, Bobby, and Diaz, all just doing wonderful, aesthetically pleasing football like that. Whoa, see it already, lads.
Absolutely, bro. I can't wait to see them two linking up. But it's an interesting comment here from Ant, which isn't good for these hoodies, at least. I think one of the original front three will leave this summer. Let us know who. I mean, again, that leads us quite nicely. Well, let's get on to the end of the team prediction. Then we'll go into the Mane to Bayern news. So Doyle, team is Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Matip, Tsimikas, Milner, Keita, Fabinho, Mane, Salah, Firmino. Score prediction for this one, because let's not forget, if we win tomorrow, we go level on points with City again. But obviously, they keep that game in hand that they have this week as well. Massive games in the Premier League this weekend and this week, by the way, with the Arsenal derby and everything like that as well on Thursday. So a lot to play for. What's the score going to be in this one?
2-1 to me, lad. I think
2-1.
Liverpool just get over the line. We've got the quality to do it, lad. We always have the quality to do it. We didn't in the last game, and we were unfortunate. But just providing that Mo Salah keeps his head straight, and he doesn't just go for everything because he wants to win the Golden Boot. I hope that he's just ready to play his football that he always does, lad, and he'll get his goals because he needs some. I think he needs some going into these finals, lad. These are massive, these finals.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I'm going to go with 2-1 as well to Liverpool. South African reckons it might be a bit easier. 3-0, 4-0 Captain Sal, 4-0 says DS. 3-1 to Liverpool, 3-1 to Liverpool. Can I have a shout out to my ginger mate Ronnie? Says Sam Kaplan. There you go. There's your shout out to your ginger mate Ronnie.
All right, Ginger Ronnie, Ginger Ronnie, lad. Yeah,
there's like the fair lads. I think 5-0 Villa will lose. 3-1 to Liverpool, says Bailey. Let us know in the comments. Keep them coming in, your score predictions, and I'll read them out. We're both going for 2-1 wins. That's your lineup prediction and your score prediction. Let's move on then to Mane. And again, I've been seeing this on Sky Sports News, Doyle. Bayern Munich have made it quite clear that they want Mane. They're also clear on the fact that Gnabry isn't signing a new contract, or Gnabry as Liam would call him.
Garnaby.
It's Garnaby Street. Madness. Talk to me about that. I mean, we're still at a loggerheads in terms of the contracts with the cop fellas, all of them. Need to still sign. Is Mane going to sign, or is one of them going to leave? Because Ant Dicko mentioned it there.
No, they're not going to leave, lad. We've bought. No, this is what we've built a team. We've built this team to be successful. They'll all want to be successful. And so I have no reason to see why Mane, Bobby, anyone would leave, lads. What's the point? They're at one of the best teams in the world that's fighting for everything. We're currently in the final for everything we've played in. Why would you leave a team like that, lad?
It's
It
not
doesn't
about
make
them
sense.
not wanting to leave. It's about can we offer them the right deals, all three of them, to keep them all happy and at the club.
Well,
And
we'd
will
like
they
to
all
think
play
so.
enough games? Can we guarantee that Bobby is going to play a lot of games?
We'd like to think so. I guess in the later stages of their career, they've got to understand that they're not going to be offered these 4-year contracts with really high wages just simply because they're getting older. And I think as sportsmen, you should really understand that. And when they get to a certain age, maybe 33, 34, you don't want, like we said, we heard it, didn't we, the other day, we don't want your fans saying, why is this player getting 400k a week if they're not producing the goals that they once did? And that's what happens when you give 30-year-olds like a 4-year contract. I haven't said that players play for a very long time now, but I do think there needs to be some kind of meet in the middle. There needs to be some kind of rolling contract. There needs to be some type of compromise from the players and the club, which says, yeah, we'll give you the high wages that you want and deserve, by the way, because wow, what footballers you are. You're incredible. But let's do it on a rolling basis. Let's give you a 2-year deal now, for example, and then after that on a rolling basis where we can check what the performances are like. One, that'll keep them hungry. And two, I just feel like you never know what's going to happen to players. They could get in as they get older. So, yeah. I'm not really worried, to be honest with you, mate. I'm not worried at all. I do think a few midfielders will be going. I think Ox will probably be chipping, mate. I think if Keita wouldn't have had the season that he's had, and he's definitely had a better... This is his best season for Liverpool, without a shadow of a doubt. And if he hadn't had that season, he would have been going as well, but I think we'll be keeping him now because of it. I think Ox is on his way out. I can't think of anyone else in the moment right now. Well, maybe Millie. Maybe he's going to...
No, he's been offered a new 1-year deal, Millie.
Has he, yeah?
Yeah, which I think he'll take. Speaking of players going out, massive shout out here to Josh Paul for the super chat. Don't forget, guys, you can send in super chats, and it does really support the channel. So a massive shout out to Josh. He says, if we lose Mane, could we, with the money, strengthen other areas like we did with the Coutinho money, Virgin Alley? So if we lost Mane, I would argue that the position that we would need to reinvest in is probably nowhere else on the pitch apart from where Mane is anyway. I'd say reinvest it straight into a winger. If you lose Mane, you need to replace him straight away. Do you go in for a Darwin Nunez? Do you go in for a Jude Bellingham, a central midfielder? But you could use a lot of that money to go towards that. What would you strengthen us with if we got big money for Mane? Let's say we get...
I just don't see these players going.
50 mil.
I really don't.
Let's say, though, someone offered 50 mil. Do you take that?
Sadio Mane.
Do you take that?
Absolutely not, lads.
75
mil for Sadio Mane.
75.
No.
100.
More.
More than 100 for Mane.
110.
10. Or make it 20 then at least.
No, lads. I just feel like he's worth a lot of money, lads. Yeah, why not?
Let us know in the comments.
Is 100 mil?
Sadio Mane worth over 100 mil, or is he less than that? Let us know, because I feel like that's going to divide people, because Copite here says he'd take 80 mil, and that's 30 less than your target there. Tammy says, AGT, come on, lad. Mane is worth more than 75 mil. Mane is worth 100 million easily, says Glenn. No,
in this modern climate, lads. In this modern climate, players are going for mad
120 mil, says Nduvo.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe on the 80 to 100, that's what it would probably be, 80 to 100 mil, because he's a proven, experienced football player. But I can't see him leaving now. I really can't. He's built a reputation for himself in the club, in his country. He's well loved in the club. He's playing some of the best football he's ever played in his life. He's winning stuff. He's in competition with everything. Why? I just don't. I really do not see it, lads.
Do you know
particularly Sadio Mane?
Interesting replies here that I've got a lot of people sending in comments, and we could literally go from 65. So Josh reckons he's 65, and Duvo reckons 120. That's double. And then everything else in between that, we've got 90, 75 mil. His age stops him being 100 mil. If City paid
That's probably
100 for
right.
Grealish,
That's
Mane's
probably right.
150, 90, 120, 100, 75 minimum. Klopp's wife, Eula, has more pull than the Man United executive board. Big up to John Wallace. I mean, probably meet in the middle and say 80.
Yeah, 80 mil.
If we could
85.
get 80 mil for Mane, I'd take that, bro. And the
I
way
wouldn't.
his body is set up, he's a warrior. He's so strong. He's got at least another 5 or 6 years at the top, I would say.
I would not
for
sell
Liverpool.
Sadio Mane. No, I'm not. I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell any one of them, lad. We've built this club after 6 or 7 years, brother. We don't just sell the players that we've built it with, and they're playing fantastically well. Once they stop dropping off, then we can move on and send them to a club which will be able to appreciate them more, lad. But what we're doing is building. We're building whilst we're successful, and that's what teams should do. So we're getting the Diaz's, the Thiagos, the Jotas. We're getting the Calvarios. We're building right now already. That's what we're doing with these sneaky buys, lad, that people don't really see under the radar, and they turn out to be fantastic players. We're doing the right things. And I'll say it again, lad, Liverpool is a good blueprint for any club that looks for success and you want to do it organically. Look at Liverpool. It's the blueprint, lad. Even right now, we're carrying on this success. We're keeping up with a money team with organic growth. And it's honestly, it's amazing.
What about this one from Marcel? Would you swap Coman and Mane for Gnabry? So I think he's saying Coman and Gnabry for Mane. Would you take that?
No.
You wouldn't take 2 players for one?
Coman hardly plays a game. He's injured
Coman's
constantly.
won the league in the last 10 years of his career in 3 different
Absolutely
countries.
great, lad. He's fantastic footballer. That's not what I said. I said he gets injured every single game, lad. He literally threatened to retire because he got the same injury over and over and was like, I can't take this anymore. Next time it happens, I'll just retire. This player is fantastic footballer, but just injury prone, lad. So no, I wouldn't take him. And also Serge Gnabry, Gnabry's fantastic, lad. Great. But also Sadio Mane, lad. He's already better than him.
Mitch says Doyle is a sexy man, lad.
Satin and Mitch, lad. Nice one. That's hilarious.
Oh, that is funny, that one. A swap deal is a good idea, says Jody. Mane has a fighting spirit. I wouldn't sell him now.
Never.
50 mil plus Gnabry. That's a decent one. So
I'd
take that.
I wouldn't sell any of our top 3, mate. I wouldn't. We have different. I love these players, lad, and I think they're fantastic at the game as well. Sadio Mane in particular right now, in my opinion, lad, could be in the run for the Ballon d'Or, lad. Genuinely. If he won all these cups, lad, after winning the AFCON, scoring this many goals, being this influential in the world, looking after his country, this is a fantastic human being, fantastic footballer, fantastic professional. This is a proper man, lads. You know what I'm saying?
100%. What he's done off the pitch is unbelievable.
I think he's an incredible footballer and professional as well, lad. So I genuinely just don't want to see him leave the club ever. I don't, lad.
Listen, I don't want to see Mane leave. I'm putting it out there now. I don't want to see Mane leave. But if the price is right, every dog's got their day. And I'll say it like that. But hopefully no one comes in and hopefully signs a new deal. But if the price is right, we go there. Let us know in the comments as we move on now from that Mane chat. We don't want him to go to Bayern. Do you? Let us know in the comments. What part of Merseyside is Doyle from? I'll let you explain, bro.
I'm from West Derby, lad. By
Queen's Road, Queen's Drive.
Yeah, Queen's Drive, by there, lads. By the Jolly Miller, by Lark Hill, by
the Aldi.
by Daisy, by
the Aldi, M&S.
Further down, Dovey. I'm in between. West Derby's in between all these places. Yeah,
it's basically just on from Tube Brugge, which is just on from Anfield.
Tube Brugge,
it's about 10 minutes from Anfield, isn't it?
But I'm from West Derby. You stand around in Tube Brugge and Old Swan. I was a kid.
Well, there you go. And also my family are from West Derby as well. Right, Man City have signed Haaland, Doyle, so that's not great for us, to be honest. 60 mil release clause. 60 mil release clause. It's an absolute steal.
60 mil, lads.
Yeah, 60 mil. Clause. That was what his release clause was when they got him. Talk to me about the fact that everyone is surprised at this. This kid has been wearing Man City shirts since literally he was born. His dad used
His
to play
dad
for Man
played there,
City. I
lad.
don't see why anyone thought that anyone else would get him, but he's
Lad.
gone there. The Oil team, Oil FC, have signed him, and fair play to them. He's passed his medical today. So their manager obviously wasn't very happy with us, Doyle. Completely lost his head whilst talking about Liverpool. He said, and I quote, Liverpool have an excellent history in European competition. However, they've only won one Premier League in 30 years. Everyone in the media supports Liverpool. Everyone. So without even being questioned about Liverpool, he's speaking about us. He seems to think there's a media bias towards Liverpool. He also reminds us that we've only won one league in 30. But let me remind you, Pep, Man City went 44 years without winning a league. Chelsea went 50 years twice without winning a league. Arsenal are on 18 years now. Before that, they were 44 years till they won a league. So,
Also,
44 years for Man United as well. So if we're talking about drafts, and also bear in mind that Klopp has never once brought up the fact that City haven't won the Champions League. That's an easy shot. That's proper easy. He could do that if he wanted.
Do you know
Pass it
Pep
to Doyle.
Guardiola?
Get into mortar.
Pep Guardiola grew up in an area before the Premier League and before the league and all that. He was inspired by football before all this. So he's pretending that it doesn't exist. I don't know where he got his motivation to become a footballer then, because what, lad? For me, this just is him just being salty, and I can get it. We all have emotional responses, lad. I do it all the time, lad. We all have emotional responses in the game, and we're allowed to. It's absolutely fair. So I'm not asked what he said. Doesn't mean anything really, because in reality, he's threatened by us, lad. We're a fantastic football team, and winning the Champions League, which is something that he wants, lad, more than anything. And without Leo Messi, he's not been able to do it, lad. He's been at some fantastic football clubs, but he still hasn't been able to win the Champions League, and that will hurt him. And that's reality. It just is what it is, lad. So I'm not really bothered by him saying it. What are we supposed to do, lad? Klopp's classy, lad, and he's kept it classy. I'm happy that Liverpool are just becoming that European team now, and not. I'm not bothered, lad. I'm really not.
Yeah, Pep is definitely rattled. I can't lie to you. He wishes that Liverpool would just go away. But guess what, Pep? We're here to stay, and we're going to chase you. We are all the way. And if you don't like that, and if you keep talking about droughts, 30 years this, Premier League, let's not forget, City have had an excellent history in the Premier League for the last 10 years.
Yeah, they have, lad.
Before
They've
that,
been fantastic,
there's literally
lad.
nothing. So
Everything on the pitch with
people
Man
in
City.
glass houses, you really can't throw stones. You've got to know your history as well, because you can't talk to Liverpool about not being successful. We're the most successful team in England. So,
For me, lad,
historically speaking, anyway.
Pep is great. He's a great manager, yeah. But he has got unlimited resources. And it does make me laugh when I see... Yeah, he has. And it does make me laugh, lad, when people say, when he's won the league, well, that was a Pep masterclass. When he's buying players like Haaland. Like, when he comes next season and they win the league, everyone will be like, wow, how sick is Pep? Well, yeah, he can spot talent and buy talent like the rest of us if we had the money, but we can't. I'm not going to say and take away from him. Like, he's definitely a fantastic football manager. To be able to compete with Klopp and the things that he's done in his own career, lad, he is incredible. Like, let's not pretend he isn't, because he is. But that extra resource is completely different to what Klopp's got. And in my opinion, Klopp's achievements at Liverpool are greater than Pep's at Man City. And he's done fantastically well at Man City. He's won more cups than Klopp. But the job that Klopp's had to do has been a different one altogether. And yeah, I just feel like Klopp just has that edge in that sense. But it's what's great about the two rivalries, lad. That's what's great about it. They're a fantastically well-oiled machine, lad. I say oil because pun. And they are. They are a well-oiled machine, lad, and they play beautiful football. Everything on the pitch with them is fantastic. They do buy good players as well. Like, we do see examples of PSG, Man United, for example, buying players that don't necessarily work. And they do buy players that work. I think what they're really good at, and what we're really good at, is having a style of football. Liverpool have a very specific style of football, and we don't buy the best players in the world. We buy the best players for that system. And City have a mixture of buying some of the best players in the world, but also buying the best players for their systems. And that's where you get the Fernandinhos and you get the Rodris and wherever else. But then they do buy the Haalands as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
We just haven't got
It's
that.
interesting. It's interesting. You explained it perfectly, I think. If you ask anyone who knows football, they know that Pep's been the ultimate checkbook manager, whereas Klopp has built his up from the ground with not ready-made stars. We've made players as stars, but everyone knows this anyway. Big up to Carmino, who says we need to win the FA Cup and Champions League.
Agree.
Let all that, forget the Premier League. City win it, pan in the bum. Okay.
Do you know what?
Nice.
There's one more thing to say, lads, yeah? We've got to make sure, this team has got to make sure that they win something to show for how fantastic they are. And that's going to take a little bit more than just quality. That's going to actually, it's going to take heart and passion, and it's going to take a lot of drive to get them over the line, lads. So genuinely, they need to be successful in these cups, because we don't want to look back and go, that team should have won more.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that, lads. The best Liverpool team I've ever seen. Get this Champions League. Get this Champions League. This is what we need, lads. Get it.
Get it. Got it.
And if we get the FA Cup, beautiful as well. Treble.
Yeah.
What a season, lad. I'll be buzzing all summer.
Me too. Let's get the 3 in the bag. All right, at least 3. James Napier says he knows where you live, kind of thing, or knows where you're explaining. Copite says I live by Walton Asda.
Walton Asda, lads. I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, man.
I used to live in Rice Lane as well, in the Clock Tower, lad, if you know where that is.
It's like the firm, like Copite.
Outside the Sainsbury's and that.
Si eres nuevo, please subscribe. If you are new, please subscribe. Scared to say it was an absolute savage signing for City regarding Doyle. Sorry, Doyle. Haaland. I wish it was Doyle. Jack O'Hara says, if I caught Mane in bed with my missus, I'd say sorry to him. Saw Doyle down in London. Up the Reds, lad. Big up to you, Jack O'Hara, for sending in that super chat, you beauty.
Up the
Again,
Reds,
guys, if you do want to send in super chats, we accept them, and it goes right back into supporting the channel. Trust me.
Is that the same Jack that went to my school? Did you go to my school, Jack?
That's no Jack. Did you go to Doyle's school? By the way, Doyle, your IG videos are sick. Trust me, bro. We'll share them as well on the channel. Whatever Ruby's doing in her life, whatever James is getting up to, whatever Doyle's getting up to outside of the COP TV, we'd like to share that and shine the light on the team, because we're all doing great things outside the channel, and it's important you see these things as well.
Thank you, brother.
44 years for City to win the league, as you know. Big up to Carmino for sending in some love. Tottenham, it took them 56 years.
Wow.
There you go. A small club from Stockport, desperate to create a rivalry with us. Klopp has rattled Pep. Pep would swap 3 league titles for a Champions League title. That's unbelievable.
I think he would, lads.
Probably would as well. I can't lie to you. He probably would. I'd take
Manchester
Kay Gordon over Haaland. I would too, if I'm honest. I would take Nunes over Haaland. I would too. Stephanie Van V. It's my 30th today. Can I get a happy birthday from Doyle? Go on, Doyle.
Stephanie Van V. Stephanie Van V, happy birthday, love. I hope you have a boss day. Up the Reds.
And if you're 30, give Doyle a text as well.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 this year as well, Stephanie. I hope it's a good one. Don't let it define you. We're still young and that, you know what I mean? Just a number. Exactly, girl. You got this.
You're basically the same age as the time between Liverpool winning the league was.
Yeah. So we both went through that, Stephanie, actually. Our whole lives was just a build-up to Liverpool winning the Premier League. Fantastic. We can do anything.
Again, Doyle, let City buy Haaland, and we have to win these cups to show the rivals we can win multiple cups. Where are you, Mr. Cop TV? I am in Liverpool. I'm in city centre, Liverpool. I'm not going to tell you what I can. Should I tell them the street?
No, why would you do that, lads?
No, I won't tell them. No, because it doesn't give it away, obviously. But I live in, town centre, Liverpool, man.
He lives by the Ormond Bargain.
Right, you don't need to say it that specific, though. No, there's a few in town.
Yeah.
Ant Dicko, you live down the road from me, Doyle and Nogsy. Well,
yeah,
I think Ant Dicko's Nogsy, Norris Green. That's where I play football for Shield
Park.
Do
you know where I used to go? I used to be by like 3 Butt Lane and that, lads. You're on it. That's right by where he's talking about now, lad, and Nogsy. Right by there, lad, and then it'd float down that way.
Little floaty one there. Yeah, man. No Rice Lane from Anfield myself, says James. No, mate. Saw you the other week. You was on the phone and I shouted up the Reds near Leicester Square.
Oh, lads, yeah. Yeah, I remember that actually. I was having a little, I remember, lad.
What were you doing in Leicester Square?
None of your business, lad.
Oh. I know exactly what you're doing, but I won't say it on here. Big up to Dinesh. Again, the super chats are flying in, man. Love to see it, guys. Thank you so much. It really does help us massively, more than you know. More than you believe.
More than you believe. More than you
More
believe.
than you believe.
More than you believe.
The money helps more than you believe.
More than you
Trust me, believe me, more than you know.
believe.
If we win the 7th Champions League, we've moved joint second with AC Milan. Klopp will become the first Liverpool manager to win all the trophies. However, that is true, but, and I hate to sound like a spoil sport, he didn't win the Europa League. But who wants to win that anyway? Hey, not unless you're
But you know
Liverpool.
what? He's won everything except the Europa League. But you know who hasn't done that either? Pep, lad. He will have
Peppings.
still done something that Pep hasn't done. Still.
True, man.
Fantastic, lad.
Channing giving Stephanie a happy birthday. Big up to you, Chris, as well. Turned 28 today. Doyle, please return
Happy
to
birthday,
London.
lad.
He's in
I'm
London
in London,
now.
lad.
That's
I live
where he
there
lives,
now, lad.
man. That's where
It's
he
mad.
lives.
He lives in Liverpool, lad, and I live in fucking London.
Do you know when we go out for a drink or we go to eat, yeah, and we explain this to people, it blows their heads.
Yeah,
I go,
like,
do you
what?
remember that
What?
waiter? I was like, here's one for you. I live in Liverpool, but he lives in London. And you're going, yeah, like, there's two in it. And he's going,
Yeah.
oh, this is all mad, this one. It's a proper mind mash. Big up to Ant Dicko, who wants a dog update. Do you know what, bro? Because you watch every single show and you comment and you're the best. There's your dog update. There's little Gus sleeping, aren't you, Gus? If
Gus!
you listen closely, you might be able to hear him snore.
Nah.
Anyway, there's little Gus. He's asleep. And hopefully it stays that way. A big up to Darren Daz TV. A big win tomorrow, lads. Nice prep for the cup final. It is right. The firm. Massive super chat as well from Josh Paul. How Felix over Haaland for the Reds anyway? Do you know what, Josh? I can't agree with that one, man. I've seen Felix play too many times against Liverpool and haven't been impressed, if I'm honest. So there you go.
I'd like
Doyle,
if there's any players that would buy you, I'd like Darwin Nunes, or Jude Bellingham.
I'd go Bellingham. Yeah, for me personally. Thank you and happy birthday. Come on, Steph. Big up to Mauricio García. Saludos, amigos, desde Bogotá, Colombia. Boo 1220. Big up to... There's loads of great comments today. Todd Cantwell wants to be modded. Do you know what? I will make you a mod then in the next stream. Lads, are you going to do a watch along for the game tomorrow? You will be... Are you doing a watch along for that game?
No, I don't think I am actually, lad. I might be. Usually, sometimes they'll just be like, yeah, we're doing one. So I might be, but I don't.
Doing that, though, you know.
So no, I'm actually watching the game in a pub.
Right. We'll make sure you send me the instant match reaction.
Okay, buddy.
Big up to Gus. Come on, G. All of that. Plans for the end of the season. Well, we're actually going to watch the final in Liverpool because we live in the city centre, Liverpool.
Yeah.
We looked at trying to take 7 or 8 of us to Paris. It just didn't work financially, time-wise, logistically. And if we win it, if we were all driving, there's literally no way we would get back for the parade. And the parade's on the 29th. And genuinely, where I am situated in the city right now, it's one of the best views you could have for the parade bus. So it'd be silly to not capture that content. We're going to do fan cams from the city centre after the final. And we're going to do a parade vlog if we win it. If we win it, I guarantee a parade vlog with views like you've never seen before. And yeah, that will get a lot of views.
Please.
Your reaction was wild, Alex. The second Villarreal game.
2 seconds, by the way.
Yeah. My reaction was wild. The second Villarreal. Oh, what do you reckon? Yeah, I was going mad a bit actually in Jurgen's, wasn't I? But surely everyone's going mad in that kind of situation, Ant. I know where you sit on the paddock, you like going wild. I'd like to meet you, Ant. I've said this before, but I would like to have a pint with you before we go into a game. Doyle is turning 30. I believe his birthday is in... Doyle, your birthday is in... Don't tell me. Your birthday is in September?
There it is.
Yes, get it now. That's when Doyle's 30. Paris vlog from me. Big up to you, brother. Make sure you send us hella videos, Mr. DS, and I'll tag you and we get them uploaded as well. Big up to Steph. I'm a Dutchie. With that name, I should think so. Stephanie Van V. Almost Van Vaart. Van der Beek. Van Dyke. Could be anything. I'll be in Liverpool for that, lads. Good lad, Darren. You make sure you're down. Jurgens was the finest reaction for Villarreal's second leg. Flying to Liverpool from Dublin if we win the Champions League for the parade. It's all booked. That's how confident I am. Good lad. Right. Do you know what? I think we'll call it a night there. I know Doyle's got to eat. He's got to get some munch down him.
Got a little lasagna and chips in the oven there, lads.
Oh, heavy. Let me just remind you guys that I'm hosting Box Park Wembley. If you are going to Wembley on Saturday to watch Liverpool-Chelsea in the FA Cup final, just remember you can catch me at Box Park Wembley. Tickets are on sale now. There'll be about 2,000 or 3,000 of us all singing songs, giveaways, ex-legends, pros on stage with me. Make sure that you are there, guys. Trust me, it's going to be unbelievable. And also make sure that you go with Betmate for tomorrow's game and win the pot by picking a better team than this. Can you beat me with this? And don't forget, defenders get extra points for tackles and interceptions.
So pick some Villa ones.
1.5 points boost, and the captain gets you double points boost. I've gone with Mane and Diaz up top, but I've gone with Dean and Coutinho as well for the Villa guys. And as I said, please do use the link in the description to get involved with Betmate to support the channel. And make sure you go and follow Doyle too, bro. It's been great to have you. And as always, remember to set your notifications. Put those bells on for whenever we upload on the Cop TV. Make sure that you've liked the video. You subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be back on Thursday with, well, we might do a Hot Topics tomorrow with James. But if not, we'll be back on Thursday with a match preview with Matisse for the FA Cup final as well. So it's going to be a massive week on the Cop TV. We're smashing the content out here. Doyle, thank you so much, my brother. We will see you next time. Take care. All the best.
Whoa.
Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Cop TV.
the voice of football's most famous stand.